Hello, community. Well, this is the lawyer. Um, I'm a little nervous. Okay, yeah, I'm a little nervous. Let's be honest. I'm a little nervous. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little nervous. I'm not very good with videos. So today we'll be talking about something I was journaling on in my journal. So I bought a new journal. So, yeah. And topic is that Christians, us, children of God, are like Spider-Man, but God has the power. Now, there was a lot of questions in my head of probably I was thinking, they're like, what? Doesn't make any sense. As a fictional character, how does that correlate? There's a lot of questions. So let me back you up with the explanation. And I had to think about this real well, and I'm gonna read it from my journal. So I'm gonna be looking down. And yeah, so basically just think about it. Spider-Man. I mean, before he had glasses, he was beaten, he had a hard life. He had bullies like Flash. He always had the bully in there. That was his friend. In one of the movies, I think it was from Andrew Garfield, his friend turned evil and all that stuff. But um, but once he got his powers, he felt powerful, but he felt greedy. So like remember in the first Tobey Maguire movie, he used it for money. And before that, every time before that, like before they're like, oh, they're everything, they always get told that with great power comes with great responsibility. And they learn that they have power, but they cannot use it for greediness, one of God's um sins, one of the seven deadly sins, greediness, for pride, for what was another one? For wealth, for anything, everything else. And you cannot use it. So here's what I said from my journal. Spider-Man is just a guy spider-like powers, doing things that others would never do, would never consider even doing. Saying that we, as Christians, spread the gospel to save others, as I describe them farther in this, to save people from the devil. And which is really sometimes people don't want to be saved, and sometimes people do want to be saved. And sometimes people have used this against you. But and yes, there'd be hard times where you could say something great, but then when you tell people the truth, they don't want to hear it. They don't like it anymore. Truth hurts the most. And Spider-Man is someone that even with his powers, he probably would have done the same thing. Because his courage, strength, he lost everything most of the time. And just think about it. We go through struggle. God takes us out of everything that we don't want him to take out of. Like I lost my job for something, and I mean, it's there. It happened, but it gave me time to really think about that I have not been with God. I have not been even focusing on him. So God will do things that you're unsure of, but you always have to trust in his faith. And I put this off a lot, this video. I had this journaled. And then something in my mind gave me the idea to make a video. And I was like, I should have just listened. Well, I hope y'all doing well. And and there's one more thing. You know how sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself for the gospel. Well, Spider-Man sometimes has to do the same thing. Sometimes people just don't want to care. Sometimes people do. It's not about but it's not about who you save. It's not about what like what you do. It's about what you do to save them from the devil. Oh, how do I rephrase that? It's about how you rephrase it. Basically, this is what I said. Um, so here was it? Or was it? So this is basically what I said in my journal, and this all is extra is gonna come together as I read this. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. Yes, this is gonna be the same exact thing, but yeah. Spider-Man is just a guy with spider-like powers, doing things others would never consider doing, and sometimes he's hated for it, and other times he's celebrated for it. Doesn't that sound like us in a way? Just like Spider-Man, we do our best to save people from evil. Sometimes we can't save everyone because they don't want to be saved. And we sacrifice our time to save these people that are lost. Lost. And you're probably asking, what do you mean by like the that sometimes people don't want to be saved? There are some things that our mind is confused. Our mind cannot grasp, sometimes cannot grasp at a time, because God has a certain time for everyone that comes to Him. He does not have it for, oh, it's all the same time people come to them. Because if it was like that, there would not be a lot of trouble in this world. I guarantee that. Because if everybody came to Him at the same time, same everything, there would be a lot of where it was community and everything else. I could see it. But God has certain time for people to come because God knows your future, everything you're gonna do before you do it. So he leads, so trust in his path and trust in him. If you have an anchor, look towards it. If you are uncertain, look for community to help you, help guide you in that uncertainty with him. And look for church. Now, don't go to church just for people. Go to church for God, to learn for God. I watched a video and someone said like they went to church and they didn't feel satisfied. Don't go to church to get the just the learn feeling of God, everything. No, go to church to learn about God, to come to commune with people, and to build friendship with Christ-like people, and everything is helpful. But here's the thing: a lot of people get messed up on. I even did this. We all do. You cannot, and I will, for the love of God, please do not strain yourself from this. Yes, some battles must be fought alone, will be fought alone, but but please, if you need help, go have a mentor. Have a mentor, like a higher mentor. I have a mentor at my church that I talk to, and he's like older than me, like in his 40s or something, or whatever. He's older than me. I have another mentor that's probably older than me. I'm I'm only 19. So I have someone higher than me that has gone through it longer because they can help you commune, they can help you pray, they can help you with everything else. And all that. And then also talk to your pastor because a pastor, his job is to cu- is to oh gosh, what's prepare you for the outside world. And that could be anything. Okay. Now, don't go around saying, oh, talk to me this or not do that. When you hear something that might be from God, but you don't know, pray. Pray, 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 and pray. Pray. Like if there's a girl out there, do not pray, please bring this girl to me. No, pray. No. If you have someone that you're looking towards or anything, pray like this. Pray. I pray. We're going off topic. Okay. Well, that's for another video. Okay. But we're going off topic, so let's just go back to topic. Okay. So last thing I said in my journal was this. Don't focus don't focus on who hates you. Focus on spreading the good news of Jesus so that at least some people can be saved. Basically what I'm saying is that Yeah, you can't save everyone, but at least they heard the gospel. And at least they heard it and they'll have it on their mind. On their mind. Yeah. If it's in their mind, they might think about it. They might post about it. They might from a Bible and look at it. And I see churches, I've seen videos, I don't know, of just supporting LGBTQ. That's for another video, but this is the topic of the video. And I know there's a be a lot of rumbling in this video, but because I can't edit, I don't know how to edit. I can't edit, so please bear with me for the whole video, and please listen if you're able to. If you have skip around sometimes, skip the gathering, but a lot of things I say really do count. And don't seek only me for the help. Seek others for the help. Was the gospel. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Thank you, Lord, for this time. And as First Peter 4:8 says, love one another earnestly, for those convertible to sins, always love one another. There's no multitude of love that can hurt any that can conquer evil. That can't conquer evil. That can't conquer evil. There you go. Sorry. That can't conquer evil. And yeah. Um God bless everyone that sees this video and peace. Hope you all have a wonderful day. See ya.